should be better.
Someone from chat and let us know about that. Okay, so let's focus on the safety car restart now. It will be a bit unfortunate if the game audio hasn't fixed itself, but safety car is in this lap now.
Yep, and I'm on to Quickler right now. On his hards, so he's gonna have to watch his back at the start.
Yeah, those tires are going to be so tough to get out of temperature. Let's hope there's no touch shenanigans and everyone sticks behind each other nice and politely. And Quickler opens up the second half corner. He doesn't get to.
So on with Chips right now. And Quick does look like he's gone. Oh, he is gone.
Good stop here.
Oh.
Very good on Marlon tapping here. And Chips already down Marlon's inside actually. Can he reach the stick? As he goes down the inside on pressure mediums, Marlon does hold control to the outside actually. Very nice. They go side by side, Chips backs off sensibly, choosing to fight another way. As Dunkin' Donuts has a bit of a look down the inside. Oh, he's found that.
Quite a clean restart, I must say.
Yeah, unfortunately, I think Duncan and Captain have to deal with two unfortunate casualties in it. Otherwise, you have definitely the restart, and you can see already kind of really back off.
Meanwhile, You Can Beat Me has slowly reeling in Quickler while he's dropping Chips at the same time.
It is very like I said, the delta between those digits isn't much. I'd say I think all of this will be slightly disadvantaged because of the hour of the red.
That's true.
Where much was my last Chips has about 10-12% advantage, nothing more. So this is all about the Marlon and Quickler here because mind you, Marlon is obviously going to have the hard, but Quickler is going to have to get through the rest of the race after he gets off the hard spots. He's going to get up to the
But Chips is closing in on the 2, so he does have some. And Mayank is retired. And what has happened there? Mayank coming out of the turn has retired, and it's a safety car.
Torrid day for now. Not qualifying, then a couple of spins in the race, and then end up capping all off. So I think weekend-difficult for Mayank. Hopefully he can be set down and should definitely and safety car. Now, but I do assume he likes that. Chips is obviously going to stay out there. They've lost very recently. It'll be interesting to see Marlon very sensitive on the outside and all the stay on the road.
So yeah, we do have a momentary impasse right now, but let's see what everyone does. I don't think anyone will be pitting apart from the back runners because they don't really have much to lose. I don't think the top 5 or top 10 are really going to think about pitting right now.
Well, that is very great for that. Because one, like you said, is that not get not much TV. Yes, they had something I guess. But I don't think we can safety car almost at least that much. And everyone actually see that we can't just catch up with these that we have I at the start. Safety car, we'll see how far we are. That's really one thing where you know I don't know. Really like that safety car is very nice. Just see now on the how guys same strategy. Except Sid he's carrying a 5 second penalty for speeding on the pit lane, so Sid might have to hope for the safety car where he can serve that penalty, or well, he's just gonna have to go fast enough and kind of overcome that 5 second because that 5 second is 5 second that does not get removed because it's speeding in the pit lane. Those are clear cut offenses, so Sid's not gonna get that removed. Easy level bot follows right behind him. And those so I think what's interesting to see is Smith.
So sorry, I was just checking on the if I could tell if the voice was coming. I mean, the game audio did come back on, but yeah. So interesting now from Malav and Quick Killer, who are going to be a bit susceptible to Chips and Sid, who will be coming in hot behind. So let's see how the start goes. If Quick Killer can pull off another good restart like he did last time.
I do hope so because he did absolutely need that game. Josh also, man, we were speaking about there are a lot of qualifiers. He did seem to have the pace here. He's the best of paces so far.
That's true. That's true, and he's on 8 lap pole mediums, and I mean, I'm disappointed to say, but that doesn't look too bright for him right now.
Thankfully for him, though, he does have one more race yet to pay for. Hopefully, a lot of overtakes to come for him. But so far,
So the safety car is in. Safety car in this lap. So Quick would really be putting in some heat in those tires right now because he and Kalyan and the back five are the only ones running on the hard tires right now, and I mean that doesn't really matter for the people running on hards next to each other, but for Quick it's a different thing because he has medium runners behind him. So Quick has gone early and he's caught Malav napping again.
I don't know why
Meanwhile, though Malav has kept a gap to Chips and Sid has been dropped. Wow. Meanwhile, Manan at the back of Ace.
If you're going to send one up on the inside, he's going to take better off also lighting up these in the space. But again, he's going to come back and again down to the inside. Hopefully, he can get one down.
That's true. Smith catching up to Pradeep as well, so we're gonna see some battles unfolding here from P8 to P11. 12, yeah. And the McLaren of Haza is not too far behind as well.
Just after ending it, Abhi on the edge of the ball, he was going to get caught. And they are both trying to go I'll get a good run out of this.
So you see, Abhi sends it down, and oh, and Pradeep was really trying an audacious move there, trying to go down the inside of Kalyan.
I think he did sensibly take the mirror off to avoid trouble, as that might have keep that kind of possibility. As Malav gets
Meanwhile, Malav gets 3 seconds.
is in the
And Chips would have seen that, so he's probably not going to attack him the same way he would have before. And Malav, oh, takes too much of that curb, almost loses that car. And I'm sure Chips' eyes have just lit up now, as he can see that he's visibly faster than Malav and quick right now.
if you were Chips, would you really bother attacking Malav, or would you just wait for him to hit? Because mind you, the normal same strategy. Oh, sorry, cutting off. I think that was really nice on for Vito. Sends him defensively right, and does get a nice switchback.
And oh no, that's a little too tight there to make an overtake, but keeps it together. Meanwhile, Chips is right on the gearbox of Malav.
Oh, Kalyan's gone now. This is going to be all over the back of the now move to the inside, making a way to the break, not creating now with the not going from the up, and this is going to go right back on it. A bit of a VR, and that back.
Meanwhile, Indik is right at their backs as well, so it's quite a tight battle there.
There's just this battle behind here is really precarious. Oh,
Meanwhile, the penalties are starting to rack up now. Oh, and I think there was Dunkin' Donuts who retired. Where exactly? Oh, oh, and his car is right in the middle of the track. Wow.
I think she all now has an all over.
Yep, I see Quick going into the pit right now. Malav too, and Chip stays out. Chip stays out. Wow. I mean, if I were Chips, I would just replicate the guys in front right now because they're going to be on ideal strategies. Meanwhile, Sid stays out. Easy level stays out. Quick is into the.
Chips has been on those tires. I mean, I know we haven't had much feedback on it, but those tires aren't fine that good. Which means that at least going to have about 20-25% tire wear on it. So, for those tires to go to the end, it's going to be a huge deep turn. So, let's hope we can pull it off. I do reckon that Chips' easy level is on the hazard even all the way to the end.
That's true. They're probably banking on a late safety car to go onto the softs later. Meanwhile, Quick Killer is out on the mediums. I don't know if those tires can last 20 laps. It will be a bit of a stretch.
Yeah, I think they might not be the fastest in the last round. We shouldn't be worried about a puncture for sure. I think they do have to let go of the gap. I think I myself should get it. I don't think we should run the puncture probably, but he won't be the fastest one. Fortunately, because we haven't won't be able to slap. Should hopefully do that.
Meanwhile, one to watch out for Smith, who's stayed out on those mediums, is probably also one who's going to be banking on a late safety car.
I can't see Smith going towards the end for sure. Absolutely. you would have to pretty much be driving that car at a smooth pace to get over it.
So, Hushraf, despite 3 DNFs and a couple of safety cars later, it's, I mean, they really need to turn things up right now to match the race from last night with all the wheel banging we had.
Yeah, that is true. In fact, you see, unlike yesterday where the auto was really shut down, despite being chasing cars, he's yet a whole people who eventually lead the race. So, I mean, even Sid starting from these people get very long. So, this guy is good. All the eight points, not even a half. So, it is yet a long race.
So, we'd probably see the safety car in message anytime now, and yep, there's his. And on board,
Let's see.
my usual on board with P3, I go on board with the easy level bot watching Sid and Chips trying to take it away. But I actually want to shift to Sid right now because I want to see if he gets caught out like Malav.
Sid
And he's, I saw this from Max Verstappen where he just wants to put the driver in front under pressure. But yeah.
Chips right there, and he has not let him get that scooping line, and Chips is going to hold on to the line here because he would generally go by now, as now he chooses.
Oh, and he still catches Sid out. That is actually quite commendable from Chips there. Oh, he gets a good exit out, and no, Sid gets him on the traction there. Meanwhile, Abhi on the back of Ace. Meanwhile, Thakurwa right at the back of these two, and
quick in that quick command to watch out for.
Meanwhile, going back in front, easy level does feel a bit confident with following the cars around here because he's maintaining that 3 to 4 tenths from Sid. And Sid's dropped 1.6 seconds from Chips, so I think easy level should be. And Indy Gamer's retired. And that is another safety car. Wow, and this is this the third or the third safety car?
Let's see if Sid is in.
Oh, and Sid is in, easy level is in, Abhi is in, Haza is in. Oh, we have quite a lot of pitters right now, and Smith's in for his pit stop as well. Meanwhile, Chip still stays out. Wow. Sid goes on to the softs and Smith go. Wow, that's quite a stretch.
I'm not quite sure those tires are going to go to the end. So let's hope there's. I mean, honestly, I'm not going to hope for one more safety car, but well, if it's Smith safety, let's hope there's a safety car. Yeah. Now, when you look at that, Dio and the top four, just well, pace level, 17 lap now, basically since lap one. And also, so you know what actually, minus the top four and maybe top around the rest of the team is pretty much on that. So this is going to be huge conversion. And you know what?
Yeah, that's true. But I think it does stay out for a lap, more than a lap, so.
There might be a really late match.
Nope, I don't think so. I think it does. The safety car does do a lap, so it didn't cross the line yet. So now it's crossing the line for the first time.
difficult mistake. Let's see Chips will choosing to stay out. Oh, has almost made a very silly mistake and almost escaped. Right, so they are 30 from this.
So I honestly don't know. I mean, the last safety car, I did think that Sid had the measure of Chips, but then Chips pulled away at the last moment. So yeah, and I'm a bit hassled with some of these guys and how they've tackled the safety car, especially Smith, who's gone on to the soft tires, which is very interesting. He's gonna be one to watch out for and making those positions, but for his sake, I hope that there's something out of the bag at the end so that he can make up some good positions and keep them.
Absolutely, and I'm not sure if you might be aware that there is a sort of mantra which is caution speed caution. Basically, once speed up, that can be monitoring for the restart again. Then again, going to give one more safety car. And I think that's what's basically been happening in the last 10 laps or so because ever since that first safety car, because the field is so packed up, he had incidents that those incidents have led to more safety cars, which again led to that start.
True, and safety car in again now. So let's see how Chips takes it away this time. And on board.
Good places as a safety car and stuff. He has been. And another unit that starts has to be level as well. So yes, he will be one to watch out for. Now it's really looking outside.
So A similar like Sid is keeping him there, not letting him get the gap, but
No, but you see now, basically he's taking his left chips taking up that line.
and Chips goes away again. He just does it over and over and over. Meanwhile, Manan has retired. What just happened there? Oh, and Thakur was in the back of Hasa. Wow.
As obviously as side by side, so he used the shots and he goes down the other side and now he's right on better and stays behind with is making use of that entire as
Oh, Kalyan is slow out of that chicane, and yeah, that costed easy level and Smith some time there. So they'll really want to pass Kalyan so that Quick doesn't really get away in front. Oh, and easy levels on it where Smith also might be going down. Oh, he thinks better of it, but he's got a good run now. And there's there's a bit of a mess there where we have Abhi also who's gotten Smith, and Smith's actually lost out positions there.
I mean, Hazard's 10 minutes if the pace to come down and how he
Wow. And Smith trying to go around the outside again and thinks better of it this time. But he gets a good drive out of. Ooh. Meanwhile, Chips has really pulled away in front. He's just. That's true, but he does have a little buffer, but because he knows that the guys in P2 and P3 are on equally and in fact older tires than him. So people coming through will have to pass all of them. Yeah, but I don't think Takura will want to pit again because he's on the hards. And meanwhile, Takura is really emptying his DRS to go on Pradeep here. He's probably going to send one down the inside. Oh, and he thinks better off it.
But this is quick, very nice exit.
Meanwhile, Smith is still stuck behind Abhi.
It's actually pretty much medium and quick very
Oh, and I just hope Smith can keep it clean and he doesn't get impatient because he does have the pace on these guys in front, definitely. Probably get them in the DRS zone now. Oh, and Smith dives into the pit.
And that is medium.
Meanwhile, what I'm interested in watching is whether Chips goes into the pit this time or not.
Fortunately for Chips, he has done what Ram that he got off the safety car in time. So he just has to try the lap
That's true, but what we got to also see is easy level bot in P4 on 4 lap medium. That's definitely going to the end. And it's not only him, it's easy level, quick killer, Kalyan, Abhi said, you can beat me, Haza, captain. In fact, right up till the end is all going till the end. So, in fact, Smith has come out on scrubbed set of mediums, only 2 laps, but it's not fresh. So, yeah, that doesn't really matter too much, but I hope Chips doesn't lose out too much, but he's benefited that the gap between you. Oh, he stays out, Chips stays out. Okay, okay. Wow.
I have seen this before, and this is very and you know how
Yeah, I mean, yeah, there was a set of hards, and yeah, I did finish my race with 82% wear.
Yeah, I chips all the way to the end.
Wow. Yeah, he definitely knows that the W12 is a beast, so he wants to hang on to that advantage and probably make sure he pulls away. I mean, he doesn't really have too much to lose, does he? His championship rivals are not next to him. I mean, I don't have too much knowledge of the table, but yeah.
On a day like this, the championship rivals are out. Rather than going for an adventure strategy, would you rather play it safe? If you were in his place, would you rather play it safe and take whatever little that you can? Or would you rather risk it really
I would, if I were in his place, I would have pit because by going how my last championship ended, every point really matters and you can't risk that DNF. And safety car is in this lap, so going on board with Ace again. Let's see if Ace can do something different. This time Ace and Chips are gonna have a real disadvantage because easy level is on much fresher sets right now.
Those tires have done less than about 7 laps.
That is true. That is true.
Majority of our
That is true, but because of how the game mode is,
And
uh,
chips,
g-
I just want to pull the line, easy level is side by side with this, so get any side, and oh, you might have missed something in this.
wow, there was some hanky panky going on there.
Quick killer on the hill, side by side with you. Does he wait for you? He sends it down the inside.
Oh, and Quick gets a good exit. He's on to. Wow, that is. Oh, brilliant overtake.
And easy level try to make it quick for can you do it with
Oh, ace. And Quick is really, really hunting Chips down right now. He's not letting him breathe easy like the previous restarts.
Oh, and there is contact between ace and easy level and easy level and so it's not best that ace or easy level side by side.
Meanwhile, our man Smith is on it again, and he's almost run into the back of URL Pradeep. Oh, and he gets overtaken by Captain Hinkle in the process. Oh, this can't end well. Oh, that was quite a thing there. Meanwhile, Chips has pulled out a second gap to Quick, but I don't think that'll last too long. Oh, there's some wheel banging there. Oh, and he's off. Ace is off. That is true, but speaking by the standards we set last night, I don't think we should be complaining too much.
And I guess
That's true, and Quick Killer is less than 4 tenths behind, half 5 tenths rather behind Chips now, and let's see what he can do. And I can visibly see how Chips is struggling to get the power down on those 20 lap old mediums, and it's Pradeep is around. URL Pradeep is around.
I think if I'm not mistaken, I will use the safety car limit or the weight jump again. Oh, I know.
If you could, Hushrav, if you could just quickly let me know what's.
Sorry, this is the wrong.
Oh no, that's not going to be good. Yep, he doesn't have a front wing there.
The wall traction coming out towards the left and oh, that was very subpar. I guess only a late. I'm sorry, you're off.
If you could just let me know the warning status between Quick Killer and Chip Schema, so that we know what's going down, because Quick is really on the tail of Chips right now, and he's probably going to get this overtake done. Is DRS activated? Yes, he is.
No one.
Okay. And it's imperative for Quick to get a good exit out of here. Chips just about hanging on to the P1 right now.
Good move, but he has
Wow. So it's defending like a lion for the Alpines, no matter who it is behind you. I mean, to be fair, Ushraf, you didn't have the best of times with your teammate last night. So it's probably in that Alpine garage that your toughest competitor out there is your teammate. Meanwhile, Chips is getting good exits out of the corners, which is very important, which is the final couple of corners.
This let just drag him along. He's intense tendency. Yeah, I think that's the mark of very confident.
That is absolutely true, because he's just coasting behind him at the moment and not making any mistakes.
What battles do you see deciding out on that?
So I was a bit caught up with watching Quick trying to go up, but URL Pradeep is okay. Never mind. I was just gonna say he's around ace, but yep, he's got himself a 3-second penalty, and everyone has quite a decent gap. Whereas Easy Level is catching up to Abhi. Meanwhile, Chips is not really doing a bad job at all, keeping Quick behind on 25 lap hole mediums. That is true, though Quick Killer does look closer than he was before now. Hopefully he can carry this momentum into the start-finish straight. Yep, and this looks to be inevitable on this lap right now. And he sends it down the inside. And I think Quick has this covered now. Yep. So Chips, although he's not allowing Quick to really pull away that easy, so are we going to see him fight back? That would be monumental for him to fight back, though. Meanwhile, easy level is right at the back of Abhi now, so probably see a move or two there. So Abhi just does just enough for this lap, I guess. Or will we see a dive from easy level? And Smith gets a 3-second penalty, not really turning out to be a good day for him. And someone is around, okay, I think that's Haza again. And he's retired, is he? Has he retired? Yeah, he's retired on track. That is true, but going on with easy level again now, it does look like he can size up a move on Abhi on this lap. So let's see what happens here. Oh, he keeps it there, and Abhi does live to fight another day. Yep. So let's see what these two can do now. Oh, was something. I think easy level did make a mistake. He's quite far behind now. Meanwhile, going back with the race leader Quick, who's pulled out a 2-second gap on Chips. Quite an interesting race from Quick. He started on the hards, made up quite a few positions at the start of the race, and then safety car after safety car just kept it going and made good places, had the patience. And yep, I think we have one of the horses around there of Captain Hinkle, but yeah. But hats off to Chips. He's going to pull up 30 laps on those mediums, which is not a joke. It's going to be that's quite a steep mountain to climb. That is true. Yep. And he wins the Hungary Grand Prix, and followed by Chips in P2, Abhi in P3, Easy Level in P4, You Can Beat Me in P5, Sid in P6, Kalyan in provisional P7 where he finishes. But like previous commentators love to say, all this pending Stu's inquiry. Yep. Yeah, and I guess we're gonna have to invite the top 3 into the party chat now. And that is true. Wow. Yep. Hinkle's really gotta move on to it. Yep. That is the end of the Hungary Grand Prix Season 2, Tier 2, Round 8. And Quick Killer, rightfully the driver of the day as suggested by the game again. So, yep, I'm just going to quickly invite our podium sitters, and that's that. If you could just tell me that's who again? That's Quick Killer.
That's Quick Killer.
Quick Killer, Abhi, and Chips.
I don't have Abhi actually. Order for today's race is Quick Killer in the hat. Very efficient. As he takes the win qualified, Chips would be disappointed in his out. Abhi defends as Smith out of the policy quite ordered he really passes absolutely that but even capital have the last half which was also
I can't hear.
So, I mean, Hoshrav, speaking about what strategies we were talking about before the start of the race, is the front two who've finished P1 and P2 with just the one stop. So, yeah, no matter how many permutations and combinations of the strategies you can figure out, and no matter how many safety cars, it was the one stopper which was the quickest of them all. So, do we have can I have do we have Abhi, Quick, and Chips here? I think I've just lost Hushrav. I don't know if he's still here.
hello.
Yeah, he was echoing. It's still echoing.
I'm just gonna rerun down.
Yeah, till then, if I can take it away, P3 Abhi, a brilliant race from you. Bit mixed up here and there with different battles with the Ferrari and a couple of others here and there. But overall, really good race, man. And through all the safety cars and messes going around, take us away from your qualifying to your race and how you put the right foot forward and ended up on the podium.
Thanks, bro. Thanks. I did put the right foot forward because I never qualified any race, as you also know in detail. The first race I tried to qualify and avoid the mess in the first turn because I was quite good at it, might be. But in the race start itself, someone took me out, tried to, two cars. If you didn't catch it in this, but it went well, bro. The overtakes, incidents. So Chip Seema and Quickler were very fast. Thanks to Vintage for race engineering. After he retired, it helped me a lot. That's all. Nothing else.
That is actually interesting to hear. So, how was it like defending from easy level in those last few laps? And also, while you answer that question, if Yash could actually invite Chips into the party,
I'll do that.
slowly now invite anyone. But yeah, Abhi, those last 5 laps defending easy level, how was that?
Bro, that was too hard, bro. It's not easy level, but actually we have to tell him that he's hard level bot. I forgot about Chips, Chima and Quickler. I forgot about catching them because of easy level bot. He was pushing me so hard and I never pushed hard in a race that much. With 15% DRS all the 5 laps.
Yeah, it was
Putting up with
very
it.
big match about both Fiordo and both Fiordo kept it clean, so props to that who was creating the version of bronze props as well. So good
Thanks.
stuff. Congrats on the podium. I think this is
Thanks.
your first podium.
No, it's been before, bro. Australia I was second.
Oh, right. Sorry, I didn't communicate in that case. So, well, in that case, welcome back to the podium. And
Thanks.
great, Raul. As Chips has joined just in time. So, Chips, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Good evening. 30 laps on the mediums. We've been here before, stretching those tires out. How was it running through that?
It was a very long race, challenging race, and it was especially very challenging at the end. Quick Killer is seriously quick, so props to him. Well driven from him. I had 5.5 laps extra fuel when I crossed the line. At one point, I had over 7 laps of fuel additional. So, yeah, it was not very well managed from me, but yeah, I think I just made the most of what I could.
Fair enough. I think it was China, I think, where you left it really long on the tires.
Yeah.
How similar was that race when compared to this? Because we were discussing it up in Com, and I realized that we've done this before. So, how was it? I think that time was for the lead.
Yeah, at that time I think there was one less safety car, and this time it was Hungary is just not my strong track, and generally I was just really struggling in the first and third sectors. I think maybe I was running too much downforce or something, but I was really struggling, and towards the end I realized that I couldn't keep Quickler behind.
In hindsight, given that safety car, you were actually pretty surprised we didn't see you box at any of them. In hindsight, given how the race panned out, would you have chosen to box again at any of those safety cars if you had the chance to, or would you stick out like you did and do this all over again?
I think I would have stuck it out. I like to do that. It depends on the track. To be very honest, I'll say it depends on the track.
Fair enough, and
Yeah.
like I was telling Yash, if there was anyone who would have stuck it out, it would have been just because we've seen you do this before. But nonetheless, I know from pole it might not have been the result you hoped for, but you did say it yourself, this is your weak track, and I think to come away with P2 at your weak track when all of your closest championship rivals at Vienna is a solid win in my book. So congrats to you on that P2. Yash, any questions for Chips?
Yeah, thank you.
No, I actually do really want to ask him a question. How far up your it's a little too extreme, sorry. how far excited were you in the last couple of laps, knowing that your mediums are on the verge of probably exploding there, and keeping Quick Killer at bay for a couple of laps before he got you. I'm really interested in what was going through your mindset. Were you fixated that you're going to settle for that P2, or did you really want to take that fight out to him?
Also, just to add on to that, just out of curiosity, what were your mediums at when you were
percentage were at the end?
They were almost, I think, like 67, 65%. So
And
they
yeah,
were.
go on, you can answer this question.
I got lucky because of the multiple safety cars. If there wasn't a safety car, I think so many safety cars, I would have decided to probably pit. But yeah, I think on the mediums, I was just trying to ensure that Quick Killers stays out of DRS, but there was no way I could have done that. And the overtake which he made, like, amazing. I was covering the inside, and he still found a way down the inside. Like, wow. But yeah, on the mediums, it was
And it was a really nice overtake. So,
yes.
nonetheless, though, again, like I said, good race by you. Also, very, very good racing between you and Quicksilver. So, I'm sure you will be happy with that, people. As we
Thank
now
you.
go on to our race, the man himself, Quicksilver, P14 to P1, hards to mediums. Got the race lead last few laps, chasing down our championship leader, chip stream of Quicksilver. Run us through that. Chips?
I absolutely love that that's the first question you'd like to ask us. Thanks. We'll just do a bit of background research, but you can take us through the race till then.
That is
Wow.
actually an interesting development.
That is quite modest. I mean, coming from a guy who's driving a Haas, I mean, come on, man, step up the ego. But nonetheless,
Stewart's report T2, guys. Stewart's report T2, not here.
yep. I mean, I was just about to say that I think this is the wrong channel for discussion of all that. But I mean, great race nonetheless from you, Quick. P14 to P1, pulling off a one-stopper in Hungary, despite there being about 4 or 5 safety cars, keeping you cool through most of it. Pending the steward's inquiry, but yep, that's a great race.
I would like you to run us through your thought process when you were trying to overtake Chip Streamer, because I realized quite an energy gun in the two as well in terms of how much ERS you had left. I realized you couldn't quite deploy your ERS on multiple occasions. So, what was the thought process like? Were you just waiting for the absolute perfect opportunity? Because your move you made eventually was actually quite a difficult, like, very impressive that you made it stick. So, run us through that. For how were you setting it up? Well, I guess pending stewards could found out you are a race winner. So,
As you can see the incident of the race start in the report right now, the first report against you. Check it out.
Wow, we're going a bit too fast here, so let's.
Yeah, I could explain it.
I think we leave this to the stewards to decide, but nonetheless.
Yeah,
No,
I
it's fun,
mean,
that's fun.
it is fun, but we're no one to comment on that right now. So, yep, good race from you boys, and hopefully you all will be on the podium again in the future. And yeah, so I think.
Three drivers, three different strategies.
That is true. That is true. And quite the interesting factor which I told you initially, that the P1 and P2 boys both on the one stopper, and yep, not really doing a lot of math calculations at the start of the race, but winning it in the end.
Is quick killer. So good stuff, guys, and we will see you all next weekend for LOS
You guys, thanks.
9, I reckon, in Belgium. So good night, everyone. Hope you guys enjoyed the stream. That was Yash and me, and see you next week.
Yep, thank you. Drop your like, subscribe, and yeah, follow us for more action. And we